Main bay doors opening. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Stream will begin shortly.
And here we go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. This is part 365. I don't know. It's been almost a year. I started last December, streaming almost every night. And I've been doing it for about a year. And I've gone from a few followers and a few viewers to 452 followers and a few viewers. So I think I've grown the channel as much as it's probably ever going to grow. And that's okay. That's what it is. I didn't expect to be as famous as I deserve to be, or as I know that I should be. I just knew that if I didn't try, at least there'd be no bar out there for everybody else to jump over. And so I've provided that low bar of success that other people can then improve upon and say, look, I sure made Dark Marauder look like a doof compared to his stream following. Right? Congratulations to me. It's a success. Oh, see, people are starting to trickle in already. I know it's irresistible for them to come here, see me die over and over and over again. But it's always good to have a captive audience. Oh, and the first viewer is Nightbot. The Nightbot moderator is my first viewer. There you go. So even my viewers are make-believe. Not just my fame, my fortune, my skills, my quick wit. That's all make-believe. We knew that. But even my viewers on my stream are in fact make-believe. So here we are, a year later, and all I've been able to do is accumulate a large database of bot followers, helping the people who like to spam Twitch streams with spam and junk and offers to be rich and famous. Why didn't I take them up on one of those offers to be rich and famous? That would have been smart. I totally missed out on that. Well, then we'll just do a quick play to try to get it out of my mind. I'm sure it's going to work. Uh-oh, I think I just lost my one viewer. No, Miss BNR is here. Miss BNR, welcome. And Alto, welcome. I was just lamenting the fact that after a year of streaming almost every day, I don't know if you heard all that, I was able to grow my followership from about 100 to about 450, but they're all bots. They're all bots. It's amazing. I wonder if Twitch gets, like, if they sit behind their data screens at their office and they laugh at all of us little streamers out there that think we're getting people watching us, but really in factual analysis, it turns out it's just marketing bots. That would not surprise me. That would not surprise me. But that's why we don't do it for the fame and the money. We do it for not the recognition either. We don't do it for most of any of those reasons. Why do we do it? We are a little bit Looney Tunes, I would imagine. It's another way to sit down by yourself and play a game and not be by yourself, I guess. But I enjoy doing it, so there you go. I'm trying to get my little foot pedal stuck on the lip of my chair pad here. My foot pedal does the important things in the game, like launching arty strikes and cool shots. I used to have it set up for in-game VoIP, but I don't do that anymore. Excuse me. And we're off. I should have voted maybe. I just didn't. I'm so focused on, rambling, filling the airwaves with pointless mumblings. But deep down, you might learn something about my inner psyche. Not likely. I don't even know my inner psyche. Star Princess Christina Aguilera. I imagine that he, whoever they are, uses their microphone like this. They sing into it and they move their fingers like that, because that's what Christina does. It's like really distracting. Meet computer Voodoo Jedi Ninja Magic. Sniper Man. Huh? Howdy, everybody. Oh, they don't hear me. Got to get back on the right screen. Howdy, everybody. So, hello, Miss BNR.
Hey, Yar.
Here we go. See if I can get 6 kills again. Probably not on this map. Where is everybody? Where? Oh, I'm way over there.
I did not mean to take this mech. This mech only has half of the weapons I intended for it.
You probably didn't even put ammo in for those, right?
No, it's just 5 medium pulse lasers so far.
I've actually taken a full load out with no... It was all missiles and forgot to put the missiles ammo in.
Yeah.
Doesn't it prompt for that?
No, it might now. It didn't then. Imagine my surprise when I locked up a target and fired and nothing happened, and I fired and nothing happened, and I fired and nothing happened. Probably 4 or 5 times, and finally I looked down and saw that I had no ammo.
Artillery strike online.
Hey, Doc.
And then I died. Hey, Drax. I just dropped.
Yeah,
Well, at least it
apparently
wasn't
you
of ammo
got a large number of
Yeah, you
kills.
can't die of ammo explosion.
Last night I
Ammo.
got 6.
Wow.
That's some universe
Was that
brain
it?
shit there.
You were watching some academic mind-numbing, lecture.
Complete waste of time. I have a decision to make and I don't know what to do.
What is it? I can make the decision for you. It's probably a bad idea.
So the research
I wouldn't let me.
stream apparently allows me to do a master's in psychology at Sydney University if I wanted to pursue a master's to get a psych degree later, which is very useful. Very useful. Means you can charge underneath our public health system, which I can't right now as a counsellor. But it would mean I have to do an incredibly boring thing called research.
Oh. Why do you have to do the research? Why
The
can't you
stream
just
makes you
learn
eligible
stuff?
to do a master's of psychology somewhere else, which then allows you to become a psychologist, I believe.
Yeah, but what?
Or
Don't you do research now anyway, don't
all
you?
over again, I could just do a master's in psych at some other point and pursue it that way.
Artillery strike online.
But I don't know. I don't know what I want to do.
Would it take longer and cost more?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But it would also mean I wouldn't be able to pursue my next thing, which would be to go to a specific counselling school, like a psychodynamic school, to learn their method of practices.
Target
Yeah.
acquired.
Become a bit more of an expert in one area of counselling as opposed to this integrated general approach that they've got currently. Doesn't teach you everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a master of it.
I already
Anyway,
got 3 of those.
Foxtrot, King Crab open.
Target
yeah, they're doing
acquired.
well.
Get back on Kilo. Back on Kilo. Focus him.
Heat level critical.
Take him out.
Target destroyed.
Sick burn.
New target
I
acquired.
just want to stop firing for a second.
Artillery strike online. Heat level.
Back shot on India.
Target destroyed. New target acquired. Heat level critical.
Oops. There he shut down. Bad time. Bad time.
Cool down. Cool. Don't like to manage your heat, do you? Just back
No.
out because you're losing people. Until you get some heat back and then push again and then back out again.
Yeah, I know. I just shut down right where it happened, and then I couldn't back out.
No, back out again. Just get
So
some
I'm gonna
heat
come
back.
over here. While
Don't
I
all
cool
the way.
down.
You don't need to back out. Okay, whatever.
I'm guessing this guy's gonna not be paying attention to me if I come over here and shoot him in the face.
He's too far down. But you can get him
Target
back, so here we go.
Heat level critical.
Target him.
Target acquired.
You can overheat if you do an alpha again.
Heat level critical.
Yeah, nice.
Warning incoming missile.
You give us some
Back out a
UC in
little
there,
bit.
bud.
Get some
What's
heat
that?
down. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over here again.
You don't. No, go back there and shoot them. But
Well, I
just
gotta
get
cool
heat.
down. I thought I'd just position back over here and shoot these guys for a moment. because they're turning around off of these guys now, right? We got one over here, though. Oh, he's up behind us. Great.
Look how there's a Gauss sniper in Echo 5.
To
There you
the
go.
left, to the left, to the left.
Yeah, I see him.
There's a guy standing to your left. Yeah.
This is winnable.
There we go.
Lima, Urban Mech, open.
All these missiles.
Enter
target him.
person, critical damage.
I'm kind of too busy to target him. Isn't he targeted?
Destroyed.
The other one, you were targeting the one you're currently shooting. Oh, well, he's almost dead. That's good. He's dead. So get the night gear. He isn't dead already. Here we go. That's it. Good fight back.
Target
I
acquired.
think there might be a light on you.
He's right here.
This fucking light.
Heat level
Yeah.
critical.
Overshot him.
Heat level critical.
Did I leg him? Oh, they got him. Good.
I'll try and hit that sniper. Keep a light mech off my ass, please.
If you ever see a light actually stand still,
Thanks.
could get the legs. Otherwise, CT's fine.
It seems to take forever to kill him if I go CT. I've just kind of given up most of the time on CT kills for lights.
Well, the only thing it seems it takes forever is because if they're wiggling,
How's it going with
moving,
that?
It's burning across their right and center torso, so you're not actually getting the burn you think you're getting.
Yeah.
But when the mech stands still, like a light stands still,
Getting up there okay,
yeah,
buddy?
it's definitely worthwhile trying to leg it.
No! Oh, there he is.
Sometimes you don't always get the pitch for it though. It's painful. Doing
Think
well,
he
man.
went?
You're doing really well.
There he is. Got him.
Nice. Nice job.
You must have been one touch.
Where's Balin? Always runs like these weird mix. His aim's he's not the strongest person on the battlefield, Balin.
Who? Valen?
He plays to have fun. Yeah, the guy you just killed then. He sincerely wants to have fun and he does,
Yeah.
but he's not the strongest player on the field. Nice damage.
Who I got a savior kill. 4 savior kills. I saved 4 somebody's. I don't know how I got 4 savior kills if I only got 2 kills. I don't really understand that exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't quite understand all that stuff.
Nice.
Hey, Miss BNR.
Miss BNR's in here. She's lurking. You know what she's doing? She's hiding so that when somebody comes in, she can ban them and they won't know what happened. Hey, Mitch. She's got that moderator power that's gone to her head.
Is there any events on?
There's a December event. You get Beck Maze.
Let me have a look.
You're a mod still.
Mech
I can have more than one mod, Mitch.
I've done this one. I've done the mech
Did I
one.
say mod, Mitch?
I have completed that one, so there's no new one, so I'm just gonna play along.
I'm
with
sure
this.
Drax is quite charitable in his descriptions of me to other players, Miss BNR, but you're right, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? He's like, yeah, I play with Dark Marauder and I just feel so sorry for him. I just come in and play on his stream and it's like...
Oh, you'd like to know what I say about you
That's what
to
she's
other
saying.
players?
That's what she's saying, because you were talking about the other guy. She's calling you out.
Oh, sure. I'll let you know, Miss BNR. I don't believe talking behind people's back. If you'd like to, if you genuinely like to know what I think of you as a person or as a player, which or both. Which one would it be, Miss BNR? Or was this just pertaining to Dark Marauder?
Yes, just Dark Marauder. That's all she wants to know. At least
Oh, I
he's
take great
enthusiastic.
glee in talking about my friends. I take glee.
Oh my god!
I would even form a song about it if you like, Miss BNR.
Really?
That's how.
Really?
That's how happy I am to talk about my friends to other people.
That is enthusiastic. I've written songs about people before, so I totally understand that.
She hasn't actually qualified what she'd like me to do.
I think she's just drifting back again behind the scenes. But it's not about you, Miss BNR. It's about me.
I actually don't have an opinion of you as a player. Like, I don't...
I think you're better than tier 6. I think you're like a tier 4 player at least.
No, I think
I've seen you do good stuff
previously where I questioned what rank she was.
Oh.
And she said something about lower, or I can't remember this conversation, but her takeaway from the conversation was I had a low opinion of her as a player, which isn't the case. It wasn't a derision about tier 6. It was a question of, I don't think there is a tier 6. That's how I inflected its meaning.
Which sounds a lot like...
She inflected to be like, I'm a terrible player. You think I'm a
Well,
terrible
because
player.
it sounds like when you say it with that tone and inflection, that I don't think there is a tier low enough for you as tier 6.
No, I was doubtful that a tier 6 even existed. That's what I meant.
Well, technically it doesn't,
That's all I meant.
in reality it does, because I've been in it.
Right, okay. Well, no, so genuinely when people say, oh, you drop with Dark Marauder, I get the impression that they think I'm dropping in lower tiers. But little do they realise when McFish and I are dropping with you together, and even just with us, sometimes we're dropping in with tier 1 players, like against tier 1 players. So, so I don't think it's a fair description when people say that about me playing with you at all. And specifically when I've dropped with them and we end up in groups where we know we're playing against tier 4 and 5 players, I don't even know why they even say that.
Right.
But I definitely take advantage of the fact that usually when we're dropping, we are dropping against apparently lower tier players, and I do notice the difference. I don't say I notice the difference with you as a player, but on the field,
I notice. I definitely
sort of see, like you can see what happens and like what they're going to do, and you can see it a mile away, and so you can sort of set up for it, and it becomes like quite an easy match. I have failed many times dropping with you as a player.
Well,
like I've had crap scores.
That's the effect I have on people that drop with me. So that's not necessarily the other player's fault either. I notice when I'm playing with tier 1 players versus, regular. Like if I just drop by myself, I get dropped into, tier 3, there's tier 4 and tier 2 players there around me, typically then, and I do much better.
Right.
Mostly, right? I still have a bad match now and then, but I do much better. And when I drop with you and McFish, definitely have to work and pay more attention, and I still don't necessarily do well. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't.
I genuinely enjoy dropping with you, otherwise I wouldn't do it.
Oh, I know.
And one of the reasons I genuinely do it is because when I'm dropping with 228 players, a lot of the time I feel kind of constrained to play my role as opposed to just having fun. It's not always said, like it's not always explicitly
No, but they expect you to do the team thing, right? So the team can
otherwise
win.
They wouldn't. Otherwise, you wouldn't drop as a group, so to speak. And
right.
I have been in matches with 228 players where they kind of got a little bit miffed on occasion when I, did my own thing. And it's
when you do that, do you just tell them, "Hey, I learned that from Dark Marauder"? You just come out and let them know.
Sometimes it's not even an issue. Like to be fair to the players, sometimes it's not even an issue. But I always feel like it might be, so I do the group thing.
Yeah.
Which does mean I don't get to do like 6 kills and X amount of damage. Sometimes it just means I do 200 and screen them effectively in their assault so that they get the 1,000 score.
Right.
But I don't think it's just to do with me though, because a lot of those players are so bloody good that I don't think
they'd find a way anyway.
Yeah, I'm not trying to overstate it, but I enjoy dropping with you because there isn't that kind of emphasis. It's just have fun, and I like that because I do like to play this game and having fun. I like
fun.
who you attract. Like I like the conversations we have, and I like who you attract to play with, and it's all nice.
The weird people that I attract.
Yeah.
Weird attracts weird, I guess, is what it is. Or like attracts like. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Like attracts kind attracts.
Well, you know what originally attracted me to your stream was once I sort of dropped in, I was filtering around a whole lot of different Mechwarrior streams to learn some things, and I just liked your chit-chat voice. It was nice.
Oh, really? Just chatting?
Yeah, this is really nice.
Just the sound of it, or the way I talked, or what do you mean? Like the tonality, or?
So it was nice.
Artillery strike.
Or how I talk to people?
It was the subject you were discussing. I think you were talking about your daughter's music.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's red CT. He's red CT. I think, and then I liked, yeah, just the friendliness of your stream.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
Well, I genuinely like people, so I like a variety of people, so I don't care if, like, you know, they're different than me. I enjoy that. Boy, that golf doesn't seem to care about me, does he?
Target spotted.
Oops. Wasted shot there.
There's some Mechs from the tunnel right behind you from Echo 5. They're on ECM.
Target spotted.
There's 2 of them right now. Fuck them up.
Ah!
Now, why didn't his arm fall off? Come on out, buddy.
Center torso.
Come on, where is he behind me? I thought he wasn't. I was stuck on that rock. I thought he was behind me. Wow, we're just down by 7. Didn't even realize that. Hadn't looked up there for a while, thinking there were still guys down here around me, so I kind of thought we were in the game still, but it's over.
Yeah, it's over. Anyway. Oh, what else? I don't know. That was about, yeah, sorry, it was about the fact you were talking about your daughter's music, and you were talking about music per se, like the industry, I think, and I found it very interesting.
Oh.
And I like the fact it was chit-chat, because a lot of the other streams, it's not chit-chat, it's all about the game, and, you know...
Oh, I don't know enough about the game to chit-chat about the game. Heavens. There's so many people that know so many little, you know, nuts and bolts about this game that I would never be able to... I can listen to that conversation, but I can't partake in it much. I mean, I've read a lot of the books and the lore, and so, you know, I've got the general universe, you know, well and stuff, because I've played all the other games of it, of the sim, not the top downs. And I like the game, so I can talk about it from that standpoint.
Arm destroyed. Left torso critically damaged. Center torso.
Wow, the
And
last.
then, you know, and as I started dropping with you, you know, you'd meet people like Frank and Zilla, who's, you know, he's got the same kind of quirky humor that I do, although he's more passive about it, but he's, you know, it's I don't know. There's definitely a lot of people that you attract to your stream who I get on with, and, you know, even someone like Valen, who I know we spar and he insults me. I know it doesn't.
Yeah, he likes you.
Laughs. It's not about the. It's not, you know. He's
Right.
not sincere.
No, he likes you. I know he likes you.
And then there's Miss BNR.
Well, there's Miss BNR, of course.
Why why you put up with her? I mean, oh my god. Tier 6. How could you drop with her?
Because I was in Tier 6. I was like the original Tier 6. I was in it for a year and a half, honestly. I could not move the pip on Tier 5 for a year and a half.
Girls don't play games. It's really a he using a voice modulator. Come on, you know it.
Probably, yeah. She's probably not really... Well, she's either a guy or a bot. Maybe she's a guy bot.
How could you say that?
Well,
I adore
what's
Miss
weird
BNR.
about her-
It's lovely, her presence. She doesn't always say a lot, but it's nice to hear.
Do you know what's weird about Miss BNR is, like, when she comes in and chats and talks and stuff, she seems so normal.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, you know, how does she hide, you know, cover that up so much?
Well, what did you imagine she was? If, like, was she?
Well,
hiding
any
something,
gamer,
like being a
well, you
rooster
know,
killer or something.
I won't say all gamers, but a lot of gamers and people who are really into gaming, they are usually either super introverted or super nerdy or super Maybe they're not comfortable being around people in real life. Maybe they just get so maybe focused. Some people get really focused on things and they just can't bow out to do the rest of life and stuff like that. So you get a lot of those people gaming, but that's not everybody, of course. There's a broad range of people that game. But Miss BNR seems very normal and
Bet again and
adjusted.
And I'm beginning to sense a pattern.
Uh-oh. Bet again. The Pew Pew, you need to wake Brink of Man up, and this is, going on too long. You need to take charge.
For your timeline, man, like you're definitely more Aussie, New Zealand, or Oceanic.
I know.
Like, it must be incredibly late.
It's 10:30 here p.m. So it's not bad right now, but by the time I quit at 12:30, I'm tired and I can then read for a little bit and go to sleep. So that's good. But I would rather stream in the afternoon.
New Zealanders. You can't trust New Zealanders.
No, you have to really watch out about New Zealanders.
So what time is it everywhere? Like, so you're 10:30.
Everywhere's a different time, Drax. Everywhere's a different time.
No. Well, on the side is saying it's 12:30 where he is, so it's 12:30 in the morning.
Trust in the mittens.
Trust in the mittens.
Miss
That's
Bina, what time is it?
My new motto.
What time is it there with you? Like what?
Thanks for the bits.
I don't understand why people would stay
Well,
awake.
Miss BNR has trouble going to sleep, and so she actually comes to the stream not so much to play or listen to us yabber on, but to listen to my voice help her go to sleep.
1:35 a.m.
Because evidently I'm boring enough that she can go to sleep to me.
Not
which
healthy.
is,
you're like
I guess that's good, right?
You're like ASMR.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I wouldn't watch anyone stream at 1:30 in the
I know.
morning.
I couldn't bear to watch myself stream that late. I want to say hi to Omnicide. What a great name, Mr. Omnicide.
Apparently, you might have raided him once.
Maybe, but I mean, have you killed everyone, or is that your plan? That's my question. And then you all talk about me. We do. We like you.
It's a pretty specific thing, isn't it?
I think
that's the plan. Wow.
Yeah, I think we like you. So there's the problem. If you were meaner or, like a psycho person, then we'd still talk about you, but we wouldn't enjoy talking about you as much.
Miss Benar.
Yeah.
I'm suspect with anyone who stays up at 1:30 in the morning. I mean, they're hiding something.
Oh, it might be when she does her murders.
Let's look at the facts about Miss Benar, right? What we know, to see whether or not we need to be worried. We know that she's a she.
We know that he's a she, or do we know that they are
she's
a she? Okay.
We know that Miss Benar is a she.
A she-bot.
A woman. No, a woman.
Oh, okay.
We know, so straight out of the gate.
But we don't know that. You could be you could be over-gendering her. If she's a bot, then you're adding gender where it doesn't exist. That's, what that is.
No, I don't want to get into this.
You know what that is? That's
I'm just
genderist.
saying we know she's a woman. Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
We know she stays up till 1:30, sometimes 3 a.m. in the mornings.
Yeah.
I mean, who
or
does
later,
that?
Sometimes later.
Right, so either she works nights or evenings.
Nope, she just can't go to sleep.
She has genuine sleep apnea problems.
Yeah, not apnea, sleep. I think once she goes to sleep, she sleeps, right, Miss BNR? It's just going to sleep in the first place.
Right.
She could have stress or anxiety problems.
Right. Is either the case, and you don't have to say it, Miss BNR, we're probing now. So.
We're going to make it up no matter what you say anyway, so don't feel like you have to respond.
Well, let's have fun making stuff up if we can do that.
Yeah.
So I suspect, with the little knowledge I have, that... Oh, we also know that she likes the color pink a lot.
Yeah, and obsessive pink, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's got obsessive compulsive disorder. She paints all her mechs pink.
Yeah. Yes, she does.
Yeah, obsessively and compulsively. And she has a propensity to hang out with old guys. So she must have some...
Well, she's not an ageist, let's put it that way.
She's not ageist, which is great. She's probably better than we are. I don't think I even like old guys, and I are one. Man, there's a lot of mechs down there.
Artillery strike on
Whoa!
Oh, you're a bad guy.
They are pushing on D6 heavy.
I had
guys.
no idea.
Cannot
I didn't see a
them.
pip, and so I
You're not
thought...
in the right place.
Warning, incoming
Seriously, you're
missile.
not in the right place. Have a look at your mini maps.
Golly, I thought those were ours guys heading down to get those guys. Let's try this again.
Oh man, I'm busted.
I poorly positioned
I'm
myself.
gonna die. Yeah,
Are they
I'm gonna
wrapping
die.
around over there?
Yeah.
Target
Yeah.
acquired. Artillery strike activated.
He keeps running in and out. That's great. Hope he keeps it up.
Target spotted.
Coming around over here, fine.
Good on your run. Well done. No, I'm not a therapist. I'm this side.
I feel like I caused
Oh, we know
more...
we know she kills roosters in her sim game.
Oh, and
So-
you gotta wonder, is that on purpose? Right?
Well, understand this: that one of the tendencies of psychopaths in later life is doing
Hurt
harm
animals.
to animals.
Yeah.
Now, she may not be able to bring herself to do that in real life, but she seems to want to play it out.
It's like she's
in a sim
toying with the
game.
idea, right?
Yeah. It's like it's just one step away from doing it in real life.
Yeah, rehearsal. It's really, she's rehearsing.
Yeah.
There's one. What'd she say?
You wish. No, Plains. Mitch is a shipping therapist. Are you like a shipping whisperer?
Is there a mech down there that's going to come up and get me? Because I'm worried about that.
All right. We're picking on Miss Bianar too much. We'll stop.
I like Miss Bianar. I hope she doesn't think that we don't like her just because we're
I
picking on
genuinely
her.
like Miss Bianar as well. I do.
She can. Feel free to psychoanalyze me. That'll be hours of fun.
Heat level
Omnicide. Here's the problem with your statement. Your tag is Omnicide. Like, do you see?
There's no way
you
that's
see
coming
how-
out good.
Do you see how that kind of aligns itself? I think you're in denial on this side. Especially when you said earlier, yes, I do want to kill everybody.
Target spotted.
target acquired.
I'm surprised Miss Bianar, who is a moderator, hasn't kicked me yet.
I'm surprised she hasn't kicked me from my own channel yet.
There's a guy in F6, by the way.
I never should have
F5,
given her that much power, except
so
she's trustworthy.
live.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
That's what-
Oh, we're winning. Oh, that's good.
We're totally winning. I don't know where the rest of the bad guy
I
guy
played that match
is.
wrong. I played that match really wrong. Are we winning on... No, yeah.
Everything.
That's good.
Everything that matters.
That's really good.
Yeah. UPS charges
Target spotted.
more often by dimensions than by weight. I did know that. Mitch, yes, I did know that. However they can make their money the best is what they do.
Enemy base is being captured.
Oh, I so want to kill them. I'm going to have to go over there though to do it. I got 2 kills.
Yeah, you did good. This is an educational stream.
It's an educational stream.
Being captured.
Is that what Mitch is helping
right
with the
there.
educational? Oh, he's right behind me. Down below. Did he go down below?
Shipping.
There he is. Darn it, I'm going to have to go down to get him.
Just drop on and turn around.
Yep.
Turn around, that's it.
Enemy
In the
base
back.
is being captured.
Oh, I didn't kill him.
You're fresher. Don't worry about it. Just... Now, don't overheat.
Flag
Yeah.
critical
You only have to fire one laser.
Heat level
Or I'd
critical.
overheat then. Whatever.
Got him.
Killed him. Good stuff. Hopefully you don't blow up now.
I can overheat now. Whew, I can overheat.
You should do like another button for just like 2 or 3 lasers, I think.
I sometimes have a button like that, but I don't always use it. I get all excited. So 3 kills and 791. Nothing wrong with that.
Much better than me. Like I said, I don't always have great games with you.
I'm sorry to drag you down, Drax. Sorry. Sorry.
No. I'm just saying, I don't think you're a bad player.
I'm not a bad player. I'm not. I wish I was I don't care if I'm a great player, and I don't really need to be a super good player, but being a pretty good player, I'm kind of like that, and that's fine. That's good. I like that.
Like, out of all the players who consistently play with you, McFish, I think, is the strongest.
He's really strong.
He's a great player in a lot of weights.
In whatever he gets in, he seems to make it work, doesn't he?
Yeah. And you know, he does it all. I mean, he even provides you with building codes and skill points.
I know, and keeps me alive sometimes, right?
Yeah, because he wipes out everything on the field.
Right.
I saw him actually stream yesterday.
I know he was streaming when I was playing, then he came over and dropped with us while he was streaming, but he should have come on over to... He probably didn't come over to comm so he could keep talking, right?
Yeah, I always wonder why he's so silent, but yeah.
I think he doesn't say anything because he's afraid we'll, tease him like we do Miss BNR. I think it's just a fear, phobia.
I didn't think we teased Miss BNR. I thought we just talked about factual things about her. We don't make up rumors.
No, we make up factual things about her. That's different. Oh my gosh. Not this again, anything but this. So,
I mean, and anyway, you're the only one who's vulnerable to a lawsuit, not me.
Why is that? Because it's my stream?
Well, because she's in America, you're in America, and it's your stream.
Oh, yeah. Can you, Miss BNR, can you sue Drax even though he's in Australia?
For what, defamation of character? I mean, I'm hardly I don't even know who you are, really. I just know your tag. That's not the you.
And we know that she has good character. We're just afraid of what she's going to do with it.
Or has already done with it.
Right.
I mean, we don't know.
It's best for us not to go down that road, probably, because there could be bodies.
Only grave robbers used to stay up that late.
Grave robbers, and who was it? Was it the Night Stalker in L.A.? It was like a movie, Night Stalker.
Oh,
or maybe it was a radio
to have
show.
You here, Miss BNR, if you want to move to Australia. Love to have you.
I will move to Australia and sue him. Nice. It's the extra long arm of the law.
You know that obsession we were talking about earlier? It's not so much dedication.
It's kind of showing up. It's obsession. Yeah. That's great.
Lands at Sydney Airport, sort of gets out of customs. What's the reason for your visit or your stay? Going to sue this guy, Drax.
Going to sue Drax. Holds up a sign in the middle of the airport saying which way to Drax.
Not obsessive at all.
Mitch, do you have any more international shipping tidbits you can drop in the channel? Those are handy. I sometimes do ship internationally when people buy our Christmas musical. And I actually use priority. I use global priority U.S. mail. It tends to be cheaper and just about as fast as anything else, but it's about half the cost. So there's something to know if you need to know it. This dumb cord, my neural helmet's hooked up, messed up here. Miss BNR unsubscribed. Oh man, that's terrible. Miss BNR, you can't unsubscribe. You're like my 3rd subscriber, I think. Well, not probably, but close to that. You're probably the first 100.
Wow.
You're not allowed to unsubscribe.
Know your place, Miss BNR.
It's totally fine for you to stop and leave the channel and never come back, but you can't unsubscribe. I don't want people to know. Yeah, Miss BNR used to follow him, but she dumped him. She dumped all those guys in Ghostlands. Moved on with her life.
Is Miss BNR a member of Ghostlands? Is she a DHB person?
She's not a DHB person. She's a honorary member of Ghostlands because she's dropped with Ghostlands.
Oh.
Just like you're a member of Ghostlands. You're not. You don't have to be DHB to be in Ghostlands.
Oh, I don't think I'm a member.
You are. You kind of are. You show up, you drop here with Ghost Lance, you're part of Ghost Lance. I will not tell people that. I don't want to, defame you or anything like that. But that's how it works. You don't have to leave your unit to be in Ghost Lance. Ghost Lance is strictly a voluntary spec op missions that nobody else knows about, right? They're all covert drops. Nobody knows. Yeah. Nobody knows that we're dropping right now.
So it's kind of like the James Bond evil.
Except we're the good guys. We're the good guys. Dr. No.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure. We try to be the good guys. The
Spectre. We're like Spectre.
We're more like Chaos and Get Smart and Control.
Oh, this would be good. What Get Smart character would you be?
Yeah, I would be Agent 98. Miss B&R could
Who's
be
the one that's always in disguise? Who's that one?
The guy that in the movie was played by Bill Murray in the tree.
In like 52.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the TV series. But yeah, sure, the movie.
I don't remember his name on the TV series. 23, Agent 23. I think Mitch knows this.
I would
this
be
is great.
Agent 23.
Mitch, you should come over and watch Get Smart.
I was literally.
Didn't we watch it when you came over? Can we watch it again?
It was spreading damage.
It's a great movie.
They were even hit.
There's a big cargo container problem around the world right now, isn't there, Mitch?
I don't know what.
No, there's plenty of cargo containers.
But it was wonky. They
the trouble is getting them to. The trouble is to get them onto shore, but there's plenty of containers. I do want to watch it again, Mitch. Yes, come on over. We'll watch it. Miss B&R does have a sticker to prove it. She is a card carrying, sticker carrying.
I don't have a sticker.
Ghost Lance. I didn't send you a sticker. Did I not send you a sticker? Well, that's maybe.
It's a goldfish packet.
If you give me your address, I will send you a sticker with a present.
Well, I'm already buying a present for you for me.
I know. It's really kind of me for you for that.
I'm buying 3 of them.
Did you hear about the things I was thinking about giving people that I'm not going to give them the other night I was talking about?
No, I might have been indisposed then, because I sometimes had your stream up because I was really bored, but I didn't have the sound on because I had to hear.
So that's what I'm talking about. There's 8 people watching the stream right now, plus some lurkers, and not one of them knows that we're actually doing covert drops because they don't watch my stream. They just turn it on and then go do stuff.
I think that
so that's how we stay secretive
because he thought
in Ghost Lance.
Really low.
But anyway, I was talking about one of the things I'd really like to do to send you regulars that drop with me to show my appreciation and great affection and fondness and all those other words of niceness is to make some mech, Battletech mech
happens every time.
Cookie cutters, 3D printed cookie cutters to do sugar cookies with the mech outline for the outline of the cookie and then a mech detail outline on the inside to get stamped in to the cookie or raised from the cookie. When you press it down, it lowers the rest of the stuff. Then you could paint the inside and then roll white or black frosting over the top of that outline and you'd have little mech cookies.
Yeah.
And I thought if I could get those made, I could just, even if I did one style of mech, I thought about doing one mech for each person that likes a certain type, like I do a commando for you and
that'd be awesome.
I know, and I thought that would be such a great gift, but they'll each take about 4 hours just to make the design, so I don't really have time to do it. I know I won't have time to get it done. So I was talking about that's what I want to do, but that's not what's going to happen. I hope you guys enjoy the gift.
All the orders out in the open, guys. Tickle Bravo if you can reach him.
And then Miss B&R said it's the thought that matters, and so I was thinking of other things I could give you guys.
Target acquired. Heat level.
That's what I call it.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Must be a tabletop there. Ooh, yikes.
Get
yourself out of J11 there, guy.
Online.
Mislinks and a mislinks.
Push whatever you can see in front of you. Notice the minimap 4 on me.
Yeah.
Push that thing.
Yep.
Target spotted.
Alpha's in the open. Take him down.
Destroyed.
Good kill.
Could someone start overwatching K10 because they're about to peer on me?
Target acquired.
I'd love the feedback.
Go up to Charlie.
Like they may have just backed off.
Yeah, Charlie. They're behind K10. There's Annihilator,
Target destroyed.
missile boat, large laser stalker, large laser pulse stalker, just behind K10, J11.
Target spotted.
Is it Delta Annie down
Delta,
low?
Delta.
Oh my gosh, everyone's using the 1X now. What have I done?
They're starting to appear on the mountain. Just be careful, the shots coming from I-10. You could probably go around to K11.
Good
UAV, check
K11
your map.
side.
We will have Mechs coming out of I-10 soon, so we can push these guys in K11 now.
Let's burn them quick.
Target spotted.
Death ball, death ball.
Death snowball. Death snowball.
It sounds like he in a snowball and he throw it at someone. Oh, assault in I-10.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Annihilator's down.
I yeeted him.
New target acquired. Left torso.
Don't send too many after that light. We have more mechs to kill. I got him easy.
Pushing their lights back off the hill.
Ouch.
Left arm destroyed. Large pulse laser
Target
destroyed.
spotted.
Heat sink destroyed.
Oh, he killed himself.
Center torso critical damage.
Ouch. That hurt.
You know, it's fun shutting down and seeing red smoke going on your screen.
Good work.
Target spotted.
Freaking
So
scooter.
6-0, we can push this. Can we get some healthy Mechs at the front? Lights, there's something in K9, shooting at the backs. Screen arrow.
Oh, there he is. Darn it.
UAV
Didn't
above
see him till it was too late.
I'm basically undamaged.
Guys,
and
come
I've got
back
the
to
pedals of the metal.
Mittens would probably want a crab, maybe?
On my way to get
Mittens
robbed.
likes crabs pretty well. I thought I could sell them as merch on my store that I haven't ever set up, because I have a couple t-shirt designs and I want to do the Ghostlands thing on a hat and stuff like that. Maybe a bowling ball case. Wouldn't that be nice? You guys, that are enthusiasts could buy Dark Marauder Ghostlands bowling ball bags.
Guys, there's 4 Mechs.
Wouldn't that be cool?
We could really do it with your help.
Coming. We're all coming.
Stormcrow with wings. You have to put your own wings on it, Miss BNR. Just add a little more dough, stick it on there.
Target destroyed.
I thought if I could do a whole set of 8 or something like that, the classic Mechs and something, that would be great. And I even I even looked at paying my artist child, just commissioning him to do them, and they said they weren't interested. They were already doing tattoo designs for somebody or something like that.
I made a terrible mistake.
Like, what? You're my child. You should do whatever I want. I was going to pay them and everything.
In there.
On my side, thanks for coming in. It's time for head to bed. Have yourself a wonderful night. The rest of the stream, good luck. Hey, make sure to hit follow if you haven't on the site. I think maybe you have, but if you haven't, do, because it's the great start to a life of bad life choices.
We need to get Juliet.
Yep, thanks for coming in though. Oh, it looks like we're gonna win pretty handily here. Yeah, I thought you did, maybe. Did you earlier tonight? Did he earlier tonight, Mitch? Because I didn't see an alert come up, or was it yesterday or something?
India, another mech that.
So anyway, I would like to do them. I think it'd be great. I just don't have time to do it, because now I got to review these mics and decide which one I'm going to keep, and I got to record Jessica's next music video, and then I got to shoot it, and then I got to edit it. And we got to get Christmas gifts ordered and clean the cottage, take care of guests. I have to stop and eat now and then because I love food. Oh my gosh, Drax, I got to tell you what we ate tonight. Miss BNR, you might like this. Mitch, you're going to be a little upset that we didn't invite you, so I apologize ahead of time. Jennifer, so here's the deal. When I grew up, my mom and dad,
Thanks very much for listening to the calls, guys. Really appreciate it.
my mom and dad would take us to, once they were established financially enough to be able to do this, we could call them once a week or something and say, hey, do you want to go to lunch? And they'd take us to lunch. And Jennifer's dad, she could call him around lunchtime pretty much any day she wanted to and say, are you hungry? And he would say, I think I'm hungry. I could be hungry. And and then he'd take her to lunch, and my parents would take us to lunch. Pretty easy touch, right? Soft touch.
That'd be hilarious.
And I always thought that was great. And we could never do that with our kids when they were younger, but now that we've been
good game.
Now that we're able to pay our bills, we can take them to lunch now and then. So Jacob said, I think we should do lunch on Wednesday, and because I can get off work maybe a little early and we could do a late lunch. And Jennifer said, okay. So we planned that. But of course, then Claire found out and said, well, I think I should be coming to that. And Jessica, of course, already has her hand up. So we planned we'd get all of us together and do lunch. And then Jennifer decided, shoot, we'd spend quite a bit going out to eat and then bringing it home. It'd be cold by the time we got home. How'd you do, Drax, on that one?
Yeah, good. I missed Omni going.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to prepare dinner soon as well, so I'll probably just do one more drop.
Okay. And then she thought, well, I've got some big, huge prawns in the freezer and some scallops that we bought for Jessica's graduation dinner or birthday dinner or something. I don't know. And we got a big bag of them at Costco. And so she thought, well, I'll just make it. So she made scallops, fried scallops, and broiled prawns, and a marsala and cream Parmesan cheese sauce over homemade pasta, thin pasta, kind of like thin fettuccine noodles, and a salad. And it was so delicious. It was so delicious. And we just sat there and kind of ate it today. And it was, I probably shouldn't be taking up stream time on a Mechwarrior channel talking about food, but I can't help it, and it's really Drax's fault.
Why? How come it's my fault?
Because you like to talk about food, it gets me talking about food, and I like food too, so that makes it your fault.
I'm making wonton soup tonight.
That's a heavy soup if ever there was one. Why not go whole hog and go two-ton?
Oh my god. That's such a bad pun.
Well, thank you. That's what I'm here for.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
You didn't hear that coming? It's so obvious. It just dangles in front of me. I see these things. They're right here. Like, say it. Go ahead and say it. And I'm thinking, no. And I go, yeah, you got to say it. I can't help it. I can't help myself.
I know how a teenager feels with my jokes. Oh my god.
This is why my kids are embarrassed to be around me. Yeah. It's terrible. I don't noodle around when it comes to soup puns, I'll tell you that.
Exactly, Mitch.
I can't believe you've done this. Yeah. Well, are you saying I've got egg flour soup on my face?
Well, this time I'll be using kale instead of bok choy and spinach.
Do you like kale a lot? Or much?
I tell you, it can be quite nice when it's done right, but a lot of times it's just not. A lot of times it's overcooked. Or
I sautéed some for some ramen.
Sorry?
And I sautéed some along with some Brussels sprouts and some mushrooms for some ramen. And then I just made the ramen soup, and then I piled all this other vegetable, mess on top of it all. And it's pretty good, but I just tend to think that it's not a good onion. It's like, I'd rather have, I'd rather have other things, I think, than it. Like than broccoli. Kale. Yeah, than kale.
It's
now maybe
onion, it's a leaf.
Well, isn't it like a big fat, maybe green onion? Just a big fat green onion?
No.
Green onion
it's like
gone
a lettuce
berserk.
leaf. It's like a lettuce leaf.
Wait, what are we talking about? Kale or
kale?
Oh, I'm sorry.
K-A-E-L.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of what's the long, big, fat green onion thing? It's like it's not a green onion because those are thin and long, and they're white at the bottom and green as they go out and flower out a little bit, spread out. Yeah. This is like a leek. Thank you, Mitch. Mitch, you need to come on the stream more often and just help me
leeks are pretty
communicate.
good. Oh yeah, I don't have any leeks. Oh no.
Oh man, you might as well give up. I just don't think leeks are very flavorful in a way that I would like, I guess.
Oh no, the texture's great, but you've got to clean the hell out of them. which a lot of people don't understand.
What do you clean? They're all clean, and when I chopped them up, they were clean.
No, there's a lot of dirt that gets in.
No, these were pristine leaks.
So
there was no dirt leaking in my leaks.
Okay.
These were clean. It was that. It was just. I don't think the flavors all. I think an onion, like a big green onion or green onions, are better.
It is a subtle flavor,
Yeah.
but the thing about a wonton soup is it's the umami from the soup itself that you've got to get right.
Why are you talking about my mommy now?
It's their word for tasting bloody good.
I always wonder what that umami flavor really is, because I don't distinguish
Well, it's not one flavor. There's
cleanly.
not one kind of flavor. It's because you can do different things to get a good flavor.
Yeah.
In wonton soup. Like you can use, like I like to use prawn shell as part of the original.
Oh,
boiling.
like lobster bisque. Kind of use the shell to make the broth. You pull flavor out of it.
Yeah. So you just get this additional. It's dried shrimp shell that I'm actually using, and it just gives you. It's softened. I mean, you don't put too much in because too much in is way too potent. But it just softens some of the flavor that's going to come from the other vegetables that you're putting in there for the broth, and give it a and give it a less soy flavor and oyster sauce flavor, which you're also going to use as part of the broth.
Yeah. That does sound good. Is that what you're making tonight, though?
Yep.
Fancy. That sounds really good. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoy your cookie cutters that you don't get. Guys, you just
you're not
hit
going to
me
get
twice.
it to me. Right.
No, I was thinking about doing it, but I don't have time to do it. So I wanted you to know.
Love commando cookies. That would
I know,
be awesome.
I know you would. I was thinking about doing it, and I wanted you to know that I was thinking about it because it's the thought that counts, as Miss BNR said. There was a lot
It's
of
the thought that counts.
Yes, that's the saying, and Miss BNR reminded me that I shouldn't feel bad about not being able to do what I wanted to do. I should feel good about wanting to, and so should you.
But doesn't that just make you a tryhard?
A tryhard. What's a tryhard?
Well, as in, all you do is say you're going to do something, but not actually do it.
What stream are you watching?
Do it, but you're never going to do it.
What stream are you watching? Isn't that all that I do? I feel like I'm right on point here on my brand. What are you talking about?
Okay. Well, no.
Right?
I mean, it's good to have integrity. And that's
Ask me if my channel points are set up. Go ahead.
Your points channel set up.
Yeah, sure. Of course they're not. Why would I do that?
Do you know how many points Frank and I have?
400 million, I think. It's like, I don't think it even shows up correctly on the counter on Twitch anymore. I think it rolls
Frank said
over.
Yesterday he has like 200k or something.
Yeah, he does. He's got a lot. And I
mean,
promised him.
And
I promised him that I would.
Them.
Really? You can not accept them?
Well, you got them to tick a box, and by ticking that box, they'll start feeding you it. And I don't always tick the box, so I don't always get the bonus.
You should. I mean, I'm going to try to set him up over the holiday.
Don't lie.
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing everybody. It's the build up
I'd
for
rather
the
you have
disappointment.
integrity by saying you never will because you know you never will. It's promising you will.
It's not that I'm lying. It's that I'm building up anticipation for the inevitable disappointment of the channel.
This way.
Yeah, and it feels like that.
Yeah, right. I feel like I've got it down. It's the thing I'm really good at.
Oh yeah, lots of them.
Need to get a concave on them. Stop the push.
Target spot. Thanks.
Don't overexpose yourself too stupid and then push one by one.
Yeah, not in this game. You don't want to overexpose yourself. That's nasty business.
There's a griffin you take care of.
Target spotted.
Like the epsilon behind the pillar.
There went a Marauder.
Target spotted.
These guys are getting bold. Little lights.
Up top, there's one mech up top.
Yep.
Where is he?
He's going to want you to expose high ground so the guys on a Hamburger Hill go shooting to you.
You're not shooting anything.
Where is he? Oh, he's right there.
Pardon me, Bridge. Pardon me, Ice Spirit. I'm out of way here.
Horse here we need to deal with.
Push now. There's like 4 back on
Ouch, they're all up here. They're assaulting on top there. Just beware, they're big and
Calls in,
mean.
mate, boys. Push. Over the top.
Target spotted.
Come on, over the top. Push.
Good. You
Target destroyed. Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
Working on the Atlas.
Focus on his gun side. He's got Gauss rifle.
Well, I pushed and I died.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
100 points. I've got 96.8.
Take his Gauss side out.
Now I've got 96.8 still.
Plus might blow up.
Online. Heat sink destroyed.
Oh, hang on. Mitch is saying he can do it.
Can do what? The cookies? Oh, you've got software to do it.
3D printed for you if you're willing to find some food-safe sealant to apply them. What's that mean? Oh, so like the plastic stuff, you actually got to apply a paint of some kind, a resin of some kind to make them.
It's ABS plastic. Is that a problem if they're not hot? You're just cooking. You're pressing into cold dough, and you need to be able to wash them in a dishwasher. But that temperature's not too hot to hurt ABS.
Terrible call to push. I shouldn't have done it when that guy said push. Oh, well.
To redeem the cookie cutter. I can get the cookie cutters 3D printed for you if you're willing to find some food safe sealant. What? So does it need? Okay, PLA can have bacterial buildup.
On this side was going to be.
It's not dishwasher safe. Okay, so maybe I should print with a different kind of plastic. Do you print PLA? I've got a friend that can print them, but he's kind of slow. Like I'm still trying to get my little light diffuser grates printed, the little clips for those. We've gone 3 iterations, but it's like 2 or 3 weeks between each try. The problem isn't the printing so much.
Is that the stuff you feed into a 3D printer?
So it's that ribbon of plastic. It can be different colors, and it's basically you can print ABS. ABS is dishwasher safe, isn't it? Maybe not. CPVC, you could probably print CPVC. That's hot water dishwasher safe.
3D printers.
It's what your brother has. Okay. Well, Mitch, let's talk a little bit about that, because that was part of my problem. Is I didn't want to do a turnaround time that would take a long time. Just if I do a test run and it turns out wrong, and I've got to make another change. That could be, January. So, I should look into that
expensive.
more.
What's a good 3D printer? Like, Mitch, like in your opinion, after owning one and using it, what would be your next level 3D printer you'd like to get?
A Form 1.
Or do you actually like the one you've got? Form
1 is the way to go. They're 300 lines per inch. Form 1. It does light. He has a Form 1.
You're breaking up Form 1?
Form 1, FORM 1 ONE. It's a laser, UV lasers that cross in a vat of plastic, liquid plastic, and it heats them and fuses them, it cures them point by point. It moves the laser across the bed and makes a layer, then the bed moves, and then it prints again, and then the bed moves, and you basically draw the print out of the water.
Is that a brand or a technical type?
It's a brand. Now, ideally, a laser-centered metal printer would be better, and you can print with metal, but for plastic, these things are much higher resolution, and they print parts that are actually workable parts. You can use lots of different kinds of resins in them. He has an Ender 3, but the Process are very well regarded. I haven't seen those. Is the Ender 3 an extrusion printer, or is it a laser out of a liquid?
Precious. Oh my god, this is... actually, I'll do one more drop, sorry. And then I'll go. This is an interesting thing. So what do you guys make with them?
You can make anything you want. Elon Musk's printing
Australia
rockets.
doesn't get the same brands that you do. We've got these things called Creality, Dobot, Demeril, Flashforge, Generic, MakerBot, Snapmaker. And
I wouldn't get a maker bot. It's pretty rough. Most any of the extruded, melted, filament type, PLA type printers, they're going to be limited in resolution. So your prints are going to have fine little bumps along the edges of them from the strokes, basically the passes.
Replica 3D printer. I mean, it looks
like here, Drax. I'll show you. This is out of a resin printer right here. We're going to go to the ugly mug cam just for your enjoyment.
Oh yeah.
You probably won't be able to see in detail here.
Oh, so the Krauter makes the end.
This is a sample off of a resin printer. And I don't know if my camera's going to focus on that or not. It might not. It might back up a little bit.
So is that a bit rough?
No, this is very smooth. There's very slight, very, very slight edge tooth to it.
And did you say it's an ender printer?
Mine's not. I mean, this thing's not. This is from a Form 1.
Form 1, okay.
And you can't really tell here with the resolution of the camera and stuff, but it's super high res. So you barely, if you get really close and look really carefully or get a magnifying glass, you can see the little print lines of layers. But it's like 300 lines per inch. So it's very fine. And it's enough to make parts and try them and see if they work for rapid prototyping and stuff. And you can get resins that when they are done, they're flexible, super flexible and rubbery. You can get things that are super strong and super, or even clear, crystal clear. Like you can print lenses and they're almost optically ready to go. You got to polish them a little bit. But Form 1s are about
Prusa
$3,000.
Minis rated quite well. The Prusas are PRUSA are ranked quite high.
How much are they?
The MK3, I don't know.
Extrusion is easier because you don't have the hazardous chemicals and you don't have to worry about fumes. You don't have to worry about cleaning and residue and stuff like that. So definitely the resin printers are a step up in hassle, but they're very high res and more flexible.
Are they like the open case, kind of like no case?
No, they have a case that goes over them and you can vent them and they make different sizes of them and stuff. And you can get a much bigger print bed and print area for far less money with the kind that Mitch is talking about, where you have the extruders. But for cookie cutters, it doesn't matter. The extruders would work fine. The question is, what materials can you print besides PLA? Can you print anything besides that? Like, can you melt and print nylon? Because nylon is dishwasher safe, right? Because I could buy a spool of nylon. I don't know what the melting temperature on nylon is. The friend I have, he bought an extruder on a big table. It's probably about 20 by 20, maybe 24 by 24 on the table, and probably that main print area is a foot by a foot. 12 inches by 12 inches.
So there's ABS and then there's PLA other materials.
Yeah, and there's other materials for some too.
Okay.
Like the resins, there's like lots of different materials. For the extruders, I don't know how many there are.
PCTPE, PCABS, PBA.
I think there's PCB and crack and other materials that you can put in your extruder, but I don't really go down that road.
But what are they making? They're making just like these. I know they've made like gun parts out of these things, but from what I'm seeing, it's just models.
They do a lot of but rapid prototyping of parts that then you're going to go get cast out of metal. Larger industries.
Oh, okay.
Larger industries will actually print things like jet turbine compressor blades
out of
titanium, right? They'll just
print.
Oh yeah, out of concrete, reinforced concrete. Yeah.
New Discord, by the way.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. There's a company here in the United States that can print a house. We were talking about this the other night on the stream. They can print a house complete. It's 600 square feet. Tiny. It's a small house, 600 square feet. With
people join it that don't want to play.
I don't know if it includes the doors and the roofing material, but the wall structure and stuff and foundation for $9,000. And then you just finish it out.
We're a little bit more picky about it.
It might even be completely done at that price.
You know, I actually do have a Discord.
But if I was to build a 600 square foot little house, it would be probably $80,000 worth of materials.
You're definitely gonna have to.
And then labor on top of that.
Oh god.
So they print this in a day. And then you still have to do the roof, put the roof on. But the roof's pretty simple and goes on quickly, and the windows go in quickly, and door goes in quickly. So you could literally have it printed one day, maybe even the same day finished, or have a crew come the next day and finish it out. And then have somebody come in and paint it.
All right, gentlemen, let's make sure we stay in a ball, stay in a group.
It's going to disrupt the construction industry over the next 20 years. And I think that's great in some ways. In America, we build our houses. The code is such that we build our houses to last 60 years, which is ridiculous. And printing with reinforced concrete, you can build a house that'll last tens of thousands of years. And you might have to, fix some things up now and then in it, right? Remodel it, things like that. But it's amazing what we could do, and we just don't do it.
Okay, they are Delta 6 low.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Looks like we got mediums pushing along Echo 6. Keep shifting Echo 6. Looks like we got numbers there.
Acquired.
Target spotted.
Are they up top there, Echo 6?
They're going to push through the ravine. Delta 5, Echo 5.
Target spotted.
Foxtrot Assassin, open rear CT.
Target spotted.
MRM boat peeking around Delta 5.
Can someone get that missile?
Target spotted.
E6 on the plateau. I marked
Target
it.
spotted.
Target destroyed. Artillery strike.
Target spotted.
They're pushing through,
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Yep, they're pushing around the left side pretty hard.
Low signal, Echo 6. It's high ground. This thing's upstairs on that pillar.
Target spotted.
Heat level.
That Stormcrow's getting out of position.
Target spotted.
Stormcrow.
Target spotted.
Stormcrow's getting himself dead.
He's low.
Thanks. Target spotted.
Good kill, Locus.
You got 3 assaults continuing to wrap around. Echo 5.
Juliet, open CT.
Sorry about the friendly.
Delta.
Warning, incoming missile.
Delta left shoulder.
Warning, incoming missile.
Close up, India Atlas.
Batters on the center torso.
Left shoulder, right shoulder.
One more.
There's 2 Fappers.
Damn, that freaking fleet.
Charlie. Fast there.
Spotted.
Well, still cut the bird. Ain't cool.
Faffy.
Kilo.
Kilos and SRM.
Good kill.
Kilos and SRM boat.
Man, you guys are ripping it up. I can't even keep up to kill things.
Oh my goodness.
Locust.
There was something
Locust up top.
Thanks.
D6 as
Hotel
well.
Locust.
He dropped
Dropping down below. Delta 5. Echo 5.
Affirmative.
UAV over Echo 5. Locust, weak legs. Or Flea, sorry. Hotel Flea, weak legs.
Man, they killed everything before I could get there.
We got one more spot.
Oh, I'm on Mugcam. Sorry. Oops. Sorry.
Friend invite.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to stream. I need Mitch to have like a direct line to my ear. It says, you might want to change your camera view, Dark Marauder.
I was
hello?
in game, so I didn't see anything.
Yeah, they didn't see anything either.
That Mislink's got owned. Alright, I gotta go make
I did get a kill at least.
Yeah, well done.
You did pretty darn fine too there,
That's all right.
buddy.
It's alright. Did alright.
Alright, thanks for the drops. See you later. I'm
Yeah,
probably
thank you.
looks like I'm dropping by myself for a while. Man, that's kind of scary.
Don't guilt me. Maybe Frank will join you.
No, I'm not going to guilt you. I'm fine dropping along. I won't drop for very long that way, but that's fine.
Bye.
Because somebody might show up. Bye. All right, and let me go back over here. And so I've got a lot of reading to do, so I'll get a match drop started, and then I'll start reading. Let's see. Oops, get back over there. There we go. And quick play. ABS, TPU, and even PETG will work on the Ender 3. Actually, that's incorrect. There's a significant community that's making major firearm parts via 3D printing. Yeah. And that's going to just... Some of them do it just as a hobby, right? I want to be able to make one that way. That's kind of cool. I don't think I'd really... I mean, eventually... I don't think I'd really want a plastic gun. Be light. I don't know. Or structural parts. Yeah, but still. Yep. Mitch, you can always come in here and yak. You're always welcome to come in here. You should probably, if you're in here, you might as well be in here and yak with us. It's kind of silly just to be on chat. Although it's nice to type on chat, and because it interacts with the chat people, and that's great. And same thing with Miss BNR. That's what I love about having you guys there, is because I can't type, play, and talk, and get the right webcam selected at the same time. An AK, a high point, and a 3008. Wow. You've got the Discord link, right? Come on over and keep me company. Bump-a-dum. Miss BNR, are you still with us, or did you like nod off? I'll bet you're sleepy. What are our lurkers doing? Let's see. Not a lot of people watching tonight. Mr. Rez, you should come drop with me. Are you playing some other game? Adeliana? That you must be a user. An Alto. Welcome. I wonder if you sing alto also. That's a choir joke, sorry. I wonder if I could take time. Jennifer would probably not want me to take a bunch of time making mech outlines for cookie cutters. You're carrying villagers across the ocean in Minecraft. Okay, I don't want to deter you from that, Mr. Rez. Obviously, lives are in your hands, probably literally. So carry on, so to speak. Or literally. That's funny. Okay, here we go. We're just going to cut down enemy that we happen to run across. We don't care if they get in our way. We're just going to cut them down. Battle guy.
Alright, I finally made it.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you very much.
I'm probably keeping you up later than you need to be kept up, I imagine.
You jump out and run over there.
Do you know Blender at all? Because I haven't learned Blender and I haven't taken time. I don't have time to learn Blender. I used to know TrueSpace, but I don't even have it installed anymore. And so once I get the black outline, I need to extrude it into a 3D and then make an STL file to print.
Yeah, I don't know it, but if you send me the outline, my brother can...
Well, the trouble is it's going to be more complicated than just an outline. So it'll be an outline for the cookie cut, and then inside of that will be depressed areas that push the dough down and leave ridges for the outline of the mech drawing, right? Of the ink drawing of the mech, basically. then people can fill those areas with frosting color and then run frosting over the very top of the ridges to outline it and make it look really cool. So it needs to be 3 layers of height on the extrusions, basically.
Yeah, the outside, the
deck, and then the bumps or whatever.
Piranha in Echo 5.
Atlas is pushing.
And maybe I don't know if they need a handle, but I'll bet it will need some sort of handle, knob, something.
I mean, just instead of just having the edges be straight walled,
yeah,
add a lip along the outside.
So you can pick it up from the lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that. I've seen that before.
That's probably simpler.
Plus, then you can kind of press down easier because you'll have something to push onto.
Right, yeah, you can spread the force out.
Heat level critical. Heat level critical. Target destroyed. Heat level critical.
Atlas.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Atlas was Gulf, by the way. I couldn't get to him.
Artillery strike online.
Target
There's an
spotted.
Atlas behind it, coming up from behind. He just wrecked me. Anyway, there's a whole bunch under me.
Artillery strike online.
It was short.
Heat level
Target
critical.
spotted.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
Gosh, I didn't realize we were down by that many. Oh my gosh. I thought we were doing pretty well. Hey, Panzer. What issues do you have in Streamlabs? Like XSplit, you mean? I really like XSplit. So 747 and 0 kills. I thought I was going to get a kill. I was really thinking, oh, I'm going to get a kill. Nope. Could not make it happen. Couldn't do the conversion. Hope Spring is eternal on Ghostlands. Oh man. Commander on high is seriously disappointed. How many, like, I thought I hit a lot of different mechs. Kill assist, kills, damage dealt. Damage done. Hit and run. I don't know. That's weird.
I mean, the assists only count if your teammates actually finish the job.
Oh. Why do you know that? Why do you know that, Mitch?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the same in any video game.
Wait, you've never even played this. Well, you have maybe secretly played it, but you're not supposed to know that. That never even occurred to me. I've been playing it for like 8 years, right?
I played the tutorial mission.
There you go. You're ahead of me probably then. You should boot it up and play with me. This is your opportunity.
I played it before I changed my computer over to Linux.
have no words. I just pulled up an email. I was sorting through some old emails, and I pulled up an email from the guy I used to work with who did consulting for Microsoft on their kernel security for Windows NT and Windows XP and Windows whatever this we're on now and stuff. And he told them how to make it more secure because he knew how to hack pretty much anything in the world. And of course he knew Unix and wrote kernel drivers in assembler and machine language for all sorts of different systems and stuff. He designed the back-end database system for Amazon.com, and pretty smart guy, right? And he said it was just a little email that was about 40 pages long, maybe 20, I didn't count. And it just said, FYI, these are the list of vulnerabilities out this week. This is from 2006, I think, or maybe, yeah, probably 2006. And it said, whenever people tell me that Unix is more secure, I always kind of smile because every week there's twice as many insecurities on Unix as there are on Windows on this list. And then it just goes page after page after page after page.
Yeah, I mean,
so don't do it for the security is what I'm suggesting.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like cybersecurity is, I mean, not a joke, but also kind of a joke because like there's just so much crap out there that most people are not aware of that.
Yeah.
It almost becomes a moot point at some point.
Well, the goal is you want to make it hard enough that they don't want to take time and bother, so they'll move along, right?
Right.
Like when I set up my network here, he kind of helped me set it up, and I said, will this make it hard to hack? He said, well, not for anybody knowing what they're doing, but for everybody else, yes. It's like, well, how long does it take you to hack it? He designed the security system for the state of Oregon also. And I said, how long does it take you to get into like anything? He said, well, or hack into anything. He said, what do you mean by hack? I said, I mean, to get in. He says, well, I don't really call it hacking anymore. What do you call it? He said, I just go in. And I said, you just go in? Yeah, I just go in. To anything? Anything. Like, you can just get into anything? Just go in? He said, yes.
Negative.
Oh, they saw me and they shot me. That's amazing. I couldn't see a thing. So we're going to stay back here. We're probably going to die, aren't we?
Target spotted.
Artillery strike online.
Oh, some people are moving. I'm going to go with them. So guys, let's not all stay back here. Let's all go with the team that's moving rather than get spread out and separated and die.
Right behind us.
Need assistance.
There's like something left.
I mean, that is a tactic. I'm not saying it's not a tactic. I'm just suggesting it might be better to stay together. But I am a trombone player, so it might be better to disregard me now. Looks like we're going to do a tunnel push. They'll never see it coming.
Why are we doing a tunnel push?
Because it's dark in here and we'll feel safe.
They can't see them. They can't shoot.
They're like all presenting in the middle of the map.
And it's fun. We're in the tunnel. It's fun.
Target spotted.
It's a bad idea, but it's fun.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Guys, we can't stay in here. We got to push out if we're going to do this.
Yeah, guys, we're fighting their whole team and it's fun. If you guys want to come out and help, that'd be cool.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
One.
Yeah, Panzer, I kind of heard about this Streamlabs thing, and I'm honestly kind of shocked at how long they've been getting away with this.
Bank, puller bank.
Getting away with what?
Just straight up ripping off. other like
I'm
companies that do
fucking
similar
you.
things, and also just using the OBS like name, like Streamlab OBS.
Oh, you're not talking about XSplit Media. You should just use XSplit. Of course, it costs money. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're using the OBS name, but it's not just OBS that's had stuff stolen.
They're taking the code and branding it and adding their own stuff to it, but they're not adding their own stuff. They're just taking it and branding it, right?
Well, they're not. It's not even like related. Like,
what the
Streamlabs
fuck
OBS
game?
is not related at all to OBS.
So yeah, I'm really happy with XSplit actually.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
We're half down. Don't let the hostiles take down any more of you.
Shoot, what are we using in the church?
Any of you guys still in C3, get back here please as soon as possible so we don't lose. Feel free to discard.
Light in water, Echo 4.
Who's in the water? Oh, there he is.
New target acquired.
Fafner, Lima.
Target spotted.
Exit destroyed. Set.
Well, I helped kill him, but I did not kill him, that's for sure. I killed no one. I don't know who shot me in the tunnel when I was not, I didn't think in view of anybody and somebody took my torso off.
Right torso.
Respond. This is Clan Command. Respond.
I thought when you used OBS, you had to sign agreements stating that you'd only use it for and you couldn't, you couldn't sell it, couldn't resell it. I would think that'd be in their user agreement, terms of service stuff. Well, we lost. That was terrible. Terrible. The Void Walker.
Yeah, it's such a fine line that they have walked to somehow not get their like pantsuit off.
Well, they started out, didn't they just start out with plug-in overlays and stuff for streamers? Mirage, welcome.
I don't know. I've only kind of read a overview of it.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Because I use Streamlabs for their overlays, but since I'm on XSplit, I don't bother. I left OBS when they did the Valentine's update to Windows probably 4 years ago, and it broke Logitech C920, the most popular webcam in the world at the time, and still in some regards. It broke the C920 usability, just stopped working. And they didn't fix it right away. They didn't fix it after a long time. I think it took almost a year, 9 months or something to fix. And I was like, come on. So I went and I downloaded XSplit, tried their XSplit game platform, which was their lower end. And yeah, it's not very good at all. But XSplit Broadcaster is actually very good. And then they had a lifetime license sale for like $175 for free updates forever. Until, of course, they changed the name and called it something else, I guess. But I get updates often, and they're always improving it. And it's solid, rock stable, and lower overhead than OBS on my system. And it's got good features. It's really nice. So when you can get it on sale, it's a good deal. You can also do like $6 a month, right? Or $5 a month, I think $4.95 a month or something. You can do a subscription service to it. I don't know what the current price is. And they have their VCam, which is a cool thing, which you can use with OBS too. I use VCam with Zoom and Skype and I could use it on this, but I just don't have enough horsepower to run it and the streaming software and the game and the browser for playback and monitoring and, you know, everything else. So when I upgrade my computer, I'll use VCam. Then I can basically not have to set up my green screen, and I can have transparent backgrounds just cyberly. Chris, maybe I should just go to an avatar, right? Like be a dog or something.
You should become a VTuber.
I know. I thought about it because, I mean, sure, people would be a lot happier not having to look at me, right? So there's that. But I don't really have enough horsepower, I don't think, to pull that off on my machine. Plus, I should build an avatar that is somewhat similar to me. What kind of I want? XSplit presenter, no. XSplit premium, 1 year key, no. Let's just go to XSplit home. XSplit pricing, here we go. So the premium bundle is 5. Is this broadcaster? So premium bundle lifetime, premium features and all XSplit apps, early access to new releases, private beta access. So maybe they're not doing the lifetime right now. So $230 a year for premium, and I have premium just with lifetime license. But premium bundle, it looks like it's $35 a year, so it's like $11 a month. Something's wrong. That's not $35. What do they do? Oh, for 3 months. So it's basically $11.67 a month, or $10 a month, or $6.70 a month, or $5 a month. Well, VCam doesn't get you anything. You'd need broadcast, so you'd need $10 a month. So they've gone up in price a little bit. Oh, I'm on a map here. Mitch, you're supposed to tell me that I'm supposed to be playing. What are you doing, Mitch? You're not paying attention to me not paying attention.
My street, like...
It's a full-time job to keep me in line, and you can't just lollygag here in the channel. You got to like be on top of things.
I had to refresh your stream.
Look what happened. But look what happened. Neither one of us were paying attention. Now we're both incompetent.
Well, I've always been that, so...
Well, me too. So you fit right in.
There.
You should come over and look at this mic. Oh my gosh. I pulled out the one mic and looked more closely at it. And it's got some scratches and scuffs in the basket. Like it was maybe whoever put it together laid it down on top of some tools on the workbench or something. And it scuffed it up a few places. And it's got a little dimple in the top grill, like the basket press, instead of it being slightly convex, it was concaved a little bit in the middle, kind of went down.
Huh. Which is it, the Claris or the...
No, yeah, the Claris. And...
Huh.
And it has a roll-off switch, base roll-off switch on one side, which is fine and dandy. On the other side, it has a 10 dB pad, and if you try to move the pad, wait, which side is it? The pad is fine, but you can't read the print very well. It's not stamped in enough, so that the paint kind of filled it in, so you can't see that it's minus 10 dB. It just says it's just kind of hard to read. Whereas on the other side, it's easy to read things. And that's where the roll-off is. But the roll-off is... Oh my gosh, I'm just getting slaughtered here already. The roll-off, the switch is up against the outer shell and the slot that it comes out of. So it actually, you have to kind of press it and work against friction to get it to switch. So it's rubbing up against it, which is not good, right? So
yeah,
I took... Go ahead.
That's kind of like surprising.
It's very surprising because it's a $1,600 mic, right? And I got it on sale for $1,100, but they're handmade, so somebody was putting it together and they weren't really paying attention to stuff.
Like it'd be one thing if they were like selling it at a discount for like a blemished.
Right. I don't think the person who assembled it even knows. I don't think they noticed it.
Yeah.
And So I took pictures, close-ups, everything, and compiled them all together and wrote up a list of all the issues. And I was like,
weird.
Really, and I'm sure they'll take care of it because I've talked to Matt for a couple hours, the guy who designs them. He's very meticulous and very concerned about giving a high-quality product, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Regardless of the making it right, like they should have, like it shouldn't have gone out. Like
no, it shouldn't have gone out. So I sent him pictures. I'm sure he'll respond and say, "I'll take care of this."
Especially because, like, I'm sure it's not like a crazy high volume thing. Like
no,
I'm
sure.
way
But there could be could be people buying a lot of them right now, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Miss BNR, you should have told me that long before I died. You've got to start. You're gonna have to come into comms and just beat on me. I think, Miss BNR. I kind of get tunnel vision.
It's making me. It says there's a network error, and I'm having to refresh your stream. That's why you got left behind in the first place.
Oh, is that your internet? Because mine seems to be running fine.
Yeah, it's my side.
I'm really pleased with
my Wi-Fi just went out.
I'm really pleased with my new routers. I'll tell you, really pleased.
Yeah, ours is getting up there in years.
What do you have?
Time to replace. We have like an 8 or 9 year old Netgear Nighthawk.
So I got these 3 Eros, Amazon. I don't know if Amazon designed them or what, but I've got 800 to 920 bandwidth coming in, and I get up to 820 in most rooms of my house now. And I have a huge house. There's 3 of them, and it's a mesh system. Yes.
Download speeds, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't pay for that.
But the point is, they're able to put almost a gigabit of, a terabit of data. They're a gigabit, almost a gigabit of data download speed to most places in the house. Some people can only get, like, depending on where they are, they might get 600 or something like that. But and then I went and got a 4th one and put it out in the cottage, and there's 775 out there now, and it's in a closet where it shouldn't be.
That's all like fine and eight. Like that would just, I think that's almost wasted on, because I mean I only pay for, I think maybe 150 down.
Well, how much do you pay? Who are you paying?
Comcast.
So how much is it a month?
When I signed up for it like 6 months ago, it was like $35 a month. I haven't looked recently to see.
So that's not bad.
Hiked it up recently.
They do like to do that. I call them every year and then threaten to leave. I ask for customer retention department.
Yeah.
And then I dicker with them. That's it.
Yeah, well, I've canceled and gotten new plans a couple times.
Yeah. Well, I would, when you look at routers, are you in an apartment?
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of space to run. You can get these things. They're on sale right now for $150. They're not super expensive. But the nice thing is you can just plug in more and spread that around, spread the love.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm looking for something kind of similar to what I've got, just like a newer model, because this one has 3-band. So
this is Wi-Fi 6, so it has multiple bands and it's super fast, and they have a bunch of built-in security, much easier to manage. You don't have to mess with a lot of stuff, and just for free. And then if you want to add their enhanced security monitoring and blocking stuff, it's like $3 a month or something.
Yeah, I mean Netgear's got something similar.
Yeah, I've never been a Netgear fan. I like their switches, their little hubs, but I don't really get their routers. I was always a Linksys.
Well, their router was from my parents, so.
Oh, well, that's
it was free, so
that's the perfect router then.
Exactly.
You should never change it.
It's not.
But so is it screwing up your connection, or is it your Comcast line?
I'm pretty sure it's the router, because it used to be fine. Like when we first moved in, it was fine. But I think the longer we've lived here, we have accumulated more devices on the network, and I just don't think it can keep up with the demand anymore.
How many devices do you have?
A lot. We have a bunch of smart lights and things.
Oh, these also have built-in Zigbee hubs in them too, so you don't have to use up ports or connections for lights and things like that. So a lot of the new Amazon automated things, a lot of the Philips lights and Hue lights and stuff like that have Zigbee compatibility, which is nice.
Yeah.
I honestly, I've been a Linksys fan for 20 years, and these things were much faster to install, much more user-friendly, and they've been working flawlessly. So I actually highly recommend them for especially people that don't want to be real techie. You don't have to be. And who wants to be? Honestly, there's more to life than messing with your network settings all the time. I think. I just like dying. You could be dying. I make it sound so attractive, don't I? There's more to life than messing with your Wi-Fi settings. You could be dying. Enjoy life to the fullest. Die now.
Oh, so I got an email today from Performance Audio, which is where I buy most of my supplies for cables and things.
Okay.
Asking me to review the connector I bought for my microphone.
Okay. For your little mic, yeah.
Yet. It has not arrived yet, so.
Well, it's just an automated. Do you love it yet or not? Right.
I know. But you'd think they would.
No.
You feel like there would be some kind of integration between their in-house tracking.
Yeah.
Their website has tracking, not just through.
Yeah, but it's not tracking to the shipping department, though.
Right.
I
feel like they would write some integration into it.
You might want to give them some of your shipping tips instead of just my stream of people who never ship anything.
And also, my shipping advice is all commercial.
It's great. It was great advice. I think we are all better off having it. Don't feel like you didn't do anything but exactly what was needed in Ghostlands.
That's a pretty good goal, Panzerfaust.
What did he say? That's the goal. Yeah.
I just want a decent $3,000 computer with 2 monitors, a solid internet connection that I don't have to share, and a fully stocked mini fridge with beverages and snacks while I play.
That's the goal. That's all you need. Well, yeah.
Here's also the thing. If you're spending $3,000 on a computer, I'd go for more than 2 monitors.
If you're spending $3,000 on a computer, you might even be able to get. Nope, sorry, can't afford a graphics card. Never mind. It's just going to be a computer without a graphics card.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, if I was buying a $3,000 computer, it better run at least 3 monitors.
You just want a decent $3,000 graphics card that you can stick in a $50 computer.
Yeah, the church for the high school group ordered a new computer a while ago, and it has not materialized in the high school room yet.
Oh, really?
We need to check up and check with the IT firm.
Like, did it ship and you guys it just didn't get arrived into your clutches?
I assume so. It was like a couple months ago, so I think the high school pastor was going to reach out to the IT guys and see, like, hey, where is this thing? Because we'd like to get it hooked up and like actually be able to start using some more of our newer equipment.
Guys, push over the top. They're not looking at the saddle. Well, now they're looking. Don't do it now. Bad idea. It was a great idea for a moment.
Incoming missile. Artillery strike online.
Like, right now, our computer theoretically can run 3 monitors, but in practice it can't because it's old.
I'm just going to get slaughtered in this match. I can just feel it.
Yeah,
There I go.
Good spot.
That was bad. Very bad. I haven't even plugged these mics in yet. Spent like 3 hours sending off the email with the pictures and taking the pictures and getting them into smaller sizes and compositing them up together. I could have just returned it and say, no, but I know that Matt would, he'd really appreciate knowing that that happened, I think.
There's a raven behind us.
Right torso destroyed. Right arm destroyed.
Are we winning or losing? Losing.
Destroyed. Medium laser destroyed.
Oh man, the Marauder lost its auto cannon. He's gonna go down. It's all gonna fall apart soon here.
I mean, that's fair enough. Panzerfaust.
That's what I've got, Panzer, and it's not enough.
Yeah, I mean, at work, I was working on one monitor for a long time, and eventually I got a second one, and then after that I'm like, how did I ever do one monitor before? Like, how I can't do without this.
It's hard because
I'm just like, I want more, but there's no way I can get them to give me more.
I've got like Discord and the stream chat and preview, so I can make sure everything's looking fine. And underneath that is my XSplit, and then Streamlabs would go up, but there's just really not room. I can layer them and click between them, but Mechwarrior tends to disable the ability to click on things on the other monitor, so then you have to play shenanigans with that. So what I'd like to have is my chat right up here on top across. I have a big ultra wide, right? So I'd like to have an 800 by 1920 and an 800 by 1920 over here on the other side for the OB, for the Streamlabs and for the chat.
Oh.
And then just monitor my stream over here.
I mean, if I had an ultra wide, then I would probably only need 2 monitors.
No, it's not true. It's not true. I can give you 100% reason why. Because as soon as you put that game on that ultra wide monitor, nothing else matters. It just stays there. You don't say, oh, I'll just stick something over here on the side and block half my, or a third of my screen. It's not. No, doesn't happen. I can't do it because it looks so awesome. This thing's 38 inches wide. It's like it takes up my whole field of vision. It's very immersive. I think you'd be susceptible to the same problem.
It's possible.
You'd be like, and then you wouldn't be able to do it. And you'd try. You'd try. You'd try playing it in windowed mode, and you'd stick some stuff up there, and you go, oh, well, that's terrible. And then you just move it all back over to the monitor.
That may be true. I'll never really know because I don't think I'm ever going to invest that heavily in computers.
Well,
I have other
prices keep coming down, right? They keep getting cheaper.
Take my money. Yeah, they do keep getting cheaper. That's true. And I mean, at the very least, it is not going to happen when I'm still living in an apartment.
How big? You've got 2 monitors now, you said?
Well, I don't have any monitors at home.
So there you go.
I don't have the desktop.
You just have your.
I have 2 monitors, but they're not plugged into anything. They're just.
So you have a laptop?
There. I have a laptop.
Okay. Is it gameable?
Not anymore.
Because it's getting old and decrepit?
Yes.
Yeah. Panzer, I've always wanted to have a 6-axis, motion sim chair pod for Mechwarrior, but I realized that playing in it would be a nightmare, and I'd never hit anything because you're always jostling around. You wouldn't be able to aim at anything. But for flight sims and stuff, it'd be cool. Be great. And those kits are coming down. They were 60,000, and now you can get them for 20,000. You can get them for 10,000. There are some $3,000 ones, but they're only like 1, 2, 3 instead of like they'll rock but they won't go up and down per se, or not very much travel. You really want about a foot of travel, or 18 inches would be even better.
Yeah, I'd rather buy a car for that money.
Yeah, right. Then, like, stick some wings on it, go over a cliff, and get some airtime that way, too. Price of a good set of pedals, and a racing was going to run probably another $250. The rig itself probably $3,000. Yeah, just for that. But what about for the hydraulic actuated chair and controller for that? I've seen some for like $10K or $20K for kits that are pretty nice.
Well, I don't think he's talking about going for like that full.
I don't think so. Maybe
like motion, motion.
I don't think he's
accurate.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think he's trying to spend enough money to do that correctly. Panzer, you need to spend more money. I've got a butt kicker. I need to hook it up to my chair. I'm sure Jennifer would love to hear the floor vibrate into the other room with the butt kicker every time I get killed.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone in your house would appreciate that.
Yeah. It's amazing. I mean, my office is over the garage, and it's pretty well isolated from the rest of the house, but you can still, subsonics are really powerful, so you can still get a little bit of vibration going through the wall and then into the other room floor and stuff.
But I plan on getting a Steam Deck as soon as the orders open up for those to game on.
A Steam Deck? Oh, is that their platformer that they're making?
Wakey, hands off, stinky.
What's in it?
I know what you're doing in that cockpit.
What's in it?
Yeah, is it an Intel base or
Ryzen?
AMD. That makes sense. AMD, and then what are they doing for graphics? AMD also.
Wow, I got a big cockpit.
It's what AMD calls an APU. So it's it's got integrated graphics.
Oh,
basically.
Is it going to be any good with integrated graphics on there?
No, unfortunately, there's plenty.
For everything, people have only been able to see the pre-production units. But everyone who has
unfortunately that's
played on them has said they're actually super surprised at how well it runs.
But you won't be able to run Mechwarrior Online, will you? Maybe. Mechwarrior 5 probably, because they have that on PlayStation and stuff. You could probably get it ported over for that.
I mean, anything that works through Steam I can do, and other stuff I'm sure is possible with enough work, but probably not.
Delta 4, Echo 4.
Probably not going to be super feasible to do Mechwarrior.
Yeah.
Unless you can talk Nathan Durley into helping me get it figured out.
No, it's either going to be ported by them or it's not going to run. It's not something you're going to be able to port yourself.
Well,
they have to compile it for that platform, and
well, it's Linux based, so
it's not going to run.
But the whole point is
probably.
There's a couple of compatibility layers that you can use to get Windows stuff running on Mac, or not Mac, Linux. So it's just a matter of just getting it to work with the compatibility layer. But that's above my technical knowledge.
Target spotted.
Push on back.
I'm just using Linux to breathe some extra life into my old computer.
Slightly out of my range.
Come on, Juliet. If anyone.
Nathan's using it to actually learn, do a whole bunch of crazy stuff with it.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
I tried to get a shot on the direwolf there. I don't know if I hit him.
Damn. Up high.
Target spotted.
Just be careful.
Artillery strike online.
Need assistance. Affirmative. Target spotted.
Don't overextend though. Let them. Oh,
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Artillery strike online.
Dedicated an entire room in his house to a sim room. That, man, I wish I had a house big enough for that.
Echo 5. Most of them
Sim
are
built
now
curved
grouped up
projection
left
wall
side,
for his 2
Echo 5.
projectors. It's
Affirmative.
There's some in the
okay. What
basement.
qualifies
Clean
as
up
an
the top
ejection
first,
seat?
Quick.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Indigo.
You got a flea here.
Like, where's he gonna go? Up into the ceiling?
Target acquired.
Enemy has started to chip
On
away
my
at
dude, I'm
us.
sorry.
Stay frosty.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Good work. Did you guys get the flea?
Target spotted.
The night gear. Last seen flea was around you guys. Sorry, around the middle.
Target spotted.
MV5.
Flea Delta 5, Delta 5.
Artillery strike online.
Target spotted.
Got him to Echo
Looks
4.
like he's headed for Echo 4.
Target
Need
acquired.
assistance.
It's like a little ninja.
Oh, okay. It's just what his, like, the type
Target
of seat, doesn't it?
destroyed.
Okay, that makes sense.
You hostiles
Target
all
spotted.
remaining. Crush the cowards.
He's an Echo 5. He's just running around.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of money.
He's not now. Guy
One,
underneath.
in having a house to put that in, and
He's on
two,
like seismic
like,
record loss.
that's a crazy amount of
Yeah, you got to
stuff.
buy a house to put all that. I haven't read any of it. Can you read it to me?
Yeah, this guy built a for a flight sim. He built a whole like sim room with a curved projection wall to support the 2 projectors that he's have.
Wow.
Flag critical
He has like a legit like
Thanks to drop guys.
fighter seat as his seat, like an ejection.
Because
seat.
that's comfortable, right? And you got to make sure you have your helmet on when you eject, or you'll break your head when you go through the ceiling.
Well, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
functional. But
Oh.
Like,
Well, so he's not a purist. He's a faker. You got to have like doors open up in the ceiling and just launch him out through it. That's how
he wears full flight gear.
No, seriously?
Wild. That's ridiculous. So much.
Does he stream?
It's so over the top.
Is that his thing? Does he stream, or is he just do it for fun? Okay, this will probably be my last drop, I think.
He just does it because he loves the game. Oh my gosh.
Is he married, or did she leave him on the runway? Oh, an A10. A10s are cool.
Yeah.
So he just.
If I was his wife, I would probably pull eject at some point if he's going that far.
Panzerfaust, some people dedicate their entire lives to one game. There's no reason to point fingers at me, Panzer. We're talking about this other guy. You shouldn't be singling me out on my own stream.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If I have a spare room in my house, I'm not gonna turn it into a room. It's gonna be a home theater.
Well, it could be dual purpose, right?
I mean, I suppose so.
So he doesn't stream, he just does it and then put a video up? Panzer, is that what happened? Do you have to work tomorrow, Mitch?
Yes.
I'm just going to quit after this. You can just go if you want. That's totally, I don't want to keep you up. Okay. I appreciate the company, though. He filmed it for YouTube. Wow. And I'll bet the girls are just knocking down his door at this point. When they see that on YouTube, they probably find him irresistible. Like I'd be so like, I am not going near that guy with, for all the whatever I think I'm going to get in the world. Well, Miss BNR, I see. I hadn't looked at it that way. If you're going to be gold digging.
Point, honestly.
And if you didn't like him, it wouldn't matter because you'd never see him, right? You could like marry the guy, go spend his money while he's in his sim, having a pretend life, and you could go have a real life, and he'd never know or care.
And
perfect.
You kind of have the inbuilt, like, you spent like $100,000 on your sim room.
That's
I can't
right.
spend $1,000 on this.
That's right. I had a friend that he would do like computer upgrades, and he'd do camera upgrades and camera lens upgrade, and he was always telling his wife, "It's an upgrade. It's got to do an upgrade." And one day she said, "Hey Bob, we're going to remodel the kitchen," and he said, "That's really expensive." It was like $2,800 or something, and she looked at him just deadpan right in the face. She said, right in the eyes, and she said, "It's an upgrade, Bob." And he was like, "Oh, okay." It's an upgrade.
You're not painted yourself into a corner there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. I know them both, so I could see her exactly giving him that exact, I know the look and the delivery. It's all right there.
Oh, yeah.
So funny. So, Miss BNR, would you marry this A-10 Warthog fighter pilot wannabe who pretends...
What's your loadout on that bushwhacker?
To be a pilot?
And a medium laser.
Would you let's say this, would you avoid even getting to know him, or would you give him a chance if he was reasonably handsome, maybe not a super dashing, like some people can be, but he just came up to you and he just asked you for a date, would you give him a chance and go on a date with him? As long as he didn't want a prenup. Okay. Yeah, because then you end up with everything when he crashes and burns in his flight sim and gets shocked and dies, right?
You don't do it.
Howdy, everybody.
$4,700 with no peripherals. Oh.
Dark Marauder, it sounds like you have a mic. If you don't have a group, feel free to join the rest of us.
I'm streaming, and this is my last drop because I'm getting lazy and sleepy. But I really appreciate the invite. Thank you.
Yeah, well, send me an invite. You can join us next time.
I might do that. Just send me a friend request if you would, and I'll do that. Otherwise, I'm going to forget because I'm old and senile and getting sleepy.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Will do.
Good hunting, guys.
You too, brother.
I have an educational stream where I teach people how to be Tier 1 pilots by doing all the wrong things, and they just learn what not to do by watching me. It's very, very handy way to teach.
That works.
I find that's usually the best way to go. Speaking of things not to do, definitely don't stay in a group. Definitely don't use that RP. And definitely do not, at any rate, don't ever focus fire on the enemy.
No, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I've seen so many drops go awry by people using those 3 exact mistakes. Awry for the enemy team, but still awry nonetheless.
We're getting pushed hard from the left as usual. Let's start shifting left. Those of you who are on the far right, start hanging back. Let the rest of us get up with you. Assaults, keep pushing right. I'll cover you.
You're trying to take the Echo 4 hill?
Yeah, let them take the Echo 4 hill. It might be too late now. Try shifting right.
It's never too late to die.
No one's there.
Alright, yeah. Not enough shifting. No, not enough shifting.
Nobody's up on the platform. I'm going up. I hope somebody comes with me.
Assaults, we're going to have to hold the left. We're going to have to
by
hold
definition, dying is the last thing. So.
Let them
hold it.
Well, not the last thing.
Let them peek it. You on the right side in Delta 4, you're gonna have to push around and flank them.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
They're coming up the ramp. Onto the platform.
We got him distracted if we get up on him. Whatever chance.
Target spotted. Affirmative. Need assistance.
Is that Irby still up here, or do you guys kill him?
Let them peek. They got the numbers. Let them peek.
Target spotted.
New target.
Charlie Stalker lost part of his torso.
Cut in half.
Target destroyed.
Charlie Stalker lost part of his life.
Target to
Echo. He dropped down right side.
Thank
Left
you,
side,
good
sorry.
call. I'm right behind you.
Target spotted.
Echo, get him.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Kill.
Go.
Hold.
You up top, keep pushing.
Golf open, left side torso.
Target acquired.
You over in Fox 4, keep pushing over.
We got a couple of lights on the hill above us.
Oh god, they're all over there. I go for it.
Affirmative.
There's a locust behind us, he keeps dropping around him.
He's stealth.
Rick, look for him.
Oh, a little open.
All of my plans, panel files, and 3D printing.stls are free to download.
Oh, really? That's
You
cool.
on the left, you got to
That's
push.
fun.
This guy.
You on the right, you
This
got
guy's
to push.
project. I mean, that's thoughtful, but somehow I don't think there's gonna be a whole lot of people imitating this build.
Yeah.
Enemies are counter pushing Foxtrot 4.
Is that Drax?
Critical.
Need assistance.
George is a speak.
Target spotted.
An LRM Sunfighter. Damn it.
I mean, Drax could just be disguising his voice.
Let's go. All LRM Sunfighter.
Target spotted.
2 of them. Oh, it's a Marauder. Marauder's a stick. He's a stick.
Ah, shoot, there's a ramp here and I just fell off. Good kills.
Thanks.
Where to? Guess we're pushing into Foxtrot 5, it looks like.
Target spotted.
Behind the light stealth.
Warning, incoming missile.
We got an Irby and a
Artillery strike.
flea flying around. Fox 4.
He traded me. Oh.
That Irby should be dead by now. I don't know what he's doing.
They're heavily armored, man.
8th destroyed. Center torso critical damage. Target destroyed.
9 to 9. Stick together, boys. Stick
I'm
together.
down.
Focus your fire. Call it out.
Did my part though. Got 3 kills.
I'm out of weapons.
On top.
Drax's voice is higher than this guy's. You know, Miss BNR, I don't know if you realize this or not, but when you get into a G suit to get in the cockpit, when you do high G turns, it inflates and forces blood up out of your legs and lower abdomen up into your brain so you don't pass out, and it does cause constriction in certain areas that can cause your voice to go up, so maybe it's Drax after all. Which could be a problem for, let's say, if you want to have kids someday.
I think actually a lot of fighter pilots don't use G suits because it restricts motion.
No, they have to. You can't pull 9Gs for long without one. They have to. I don't think it normally goes. Yeah, I don't know of any fighter pilots that don't use G suits. I don't know of any fighter pilots. I do know actually a guy who is a fighter pilot, but I don't know him close enough to go ask him that very personal question. So 3 kills, we lost. So some new guy was who was talking to me, right? All right. I'll go look for that invite. But, Miss BNR, if you have no intention of really spending much time with him, then it doesn't really matter what timbre his voice is or octave, right? So don't let that be a deterrent. Okay, I'm going to call it quits. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Mitch, thanks for coming on over and keeping me company. Panzer, thanks for hanging out. Miss BNR, I'm sorry you didn't get to ban more people, because I know that's fun, but I appreciate you hanging out and chatting with us, and keep an eye on chat for me. Kakai, hey, howdy. Could have dropped with me. Yeah, go ahead.
Before you go real quick, according to the Blue Angels website, they do not wear G-suits.
The Blue Angels aren't fighter pilots, though. They're not anymore.
They are.
Well, they were, but they're not doing fighter piloting when they're Blue Angeling, right?
No,
fighter pilots don't wear
are.
G-suits? I've never heard that. I would think the Blue Angels may not.
They give G-suits to their passengers.
I don't know anybody who can pull 9 Gs without passing out without a G-suit. I didn't think that was really even possible.
Yeah, well, they're taught.
Well, you clinch and flex your muscles and stuff, but you do that normally in addition to a G-suit. Now you got me curious. I'm very curious. I'm a curious person by nature.
Oh, in the fleet, a lot of them do, apparently.
It's the Hick maneuver. Was that developed by rednecks, Panzerfaust? Sorry, I couldn't help it. My dad was a redneck, so I can make fun of rednecks. I feel like we should get a more definitive answer to this question because our lives may depend on it if we ever build that sim, right?
Fleet Hornet aircrew do wear anti-G suits to minimize the effect of G.
Yeah, there you go. And
oh well.
See, they say it's to keep the blood from pooling the pilot's legs while executing sharp, unpredictable combat maneuvers. F-18 control stick is mounted between the pilot's legs. Oh, so they can't on that.
But they do in the fleet. No, but the Blue Angels don't. But
yeah.
But that's also because they're flying in such.
But it's not really to keep the blood from pooling. I mean, they're saying this wrong. It's not to keep the blood from pooling in your legs, although that's what it does. It's to keep the blood from draining from your brain, so you don't pass out from oxygen loss, blood loss in your brain.
Well, yes, but that is a side effect of keeping it from pulling your legs as well.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it. Like the way it's worded. It's like, gee, we don't want that blood pooling in the legs. No, that's not the problem. The problem is you're dying because there's no blood in your brain anymore. It's like a sponge gets wrung out, you know.
Right.
At least when I drive, I have to put a G-suit on because the way. No, actually, when Jennifer drives, I have to put a G-suit on. I'm pretty casual. Panzerfaust, that might be what it's called, but that's not the way to say it, in my opinion. And I'm not qualified to have an opinion on this, but I'm still gonna, voice it. So anyway, everybody, thanks for hanging out, and see you guys next time. This has been your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life. Ghost Lance. Good night, y'all. All y'all. That's everybody. All y'all's everybody. Y'all's just some people, maybe? Or is it just all the people instead of all the people? It's so confusing. I always hate ending the stream because it seems to get kind of sad and lonely when I say goodbye. Sad, lonely, empty, dark. Yet I must go. so that I can come and return again. It's called the Hick maneuver, huh? Like hiccup? Why did is there a name? I mean, what, I'll find out later. You'll tell me, I hope. Good night, everybody.